So the first thing you're going to do is take some calipers and you're going to measure the cylinder of the cam lock. So you're going to measure here, which is the flats. Most cam locks have a flat side, and you're going to lock your calipers down. Now you can try to do this with a tape measure. It works much better with calipers. So now we've got that locked in. We're going to choose a Forstner bit that matches that exactly. So I've got my Forstner bit, and it's pretty much a perfect match. You're going to get as close as you can possibly get to that. Now you're going to take the calipers and you're going to measure the round on the cylinder. Lock it down, and just for the sake of demonstration, we're going to use this little piece of wood here, and this is what we're going to mount it in, but you can mount it in anything. It's a little easier to work with this on camera. So then we're going to take this mark, figure out where we want to locate it. So find the center right about here and here. Alright, so that should be the very center of my lock. Right here at the very center of this point should go right here. So the way we're going to lay this out is when I make this line across the front, I'm going to make it all the way so it branches the two sections of my calipers. Okay, then I'm going to take my calipers, I'm going to center them over this center point right here. I'm going to make a little detent. Then I'm going to take my square again, make a mark from side to side, another mark in the other direction from side to side, making sure I know where that detent is. It's right there. It might be hard to see on camera. Then our other dimension, which remember was the flats on the cylinder, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to go here, we're going to center it over here, going to make a couple detents, and we're going to scribe a line on the detent and scribe a line on the detent. Alright, so that is where our cylinder should fit in. Now you can see that our square, or rectangle rather, is smaller in this dimension than it is in this dimension. And that's because you want to hit the flats, so you don't end up having to slop this thing with glue because you just used an oversized Forstner bit or something to put it in. But we are going to use a Forstner bit to do this, and I'll show you how to do it. So let's take this bit over to the drill press, and I'll show you how to make a perfect hole for this. Alright, now we've got it all laid out. So the goal here is to take the Forstner bit and touch the edge of the Forstner bit on this line, and then touch the other side on this line. Now obviously it's not an oblong Forstner bit, so we're going to have to go down in this section and then down in this section. We're just going to touch down there to make sure that we have a line. You don't want to drill too far. And we're going to touch down on this side and make sure we have a line. Now you can see I've got a little bit of an oblong hole. I'll take this line down a little bit further, and you're going to just follow the edge of your pattern here so you can keep cutting away at that hole. And I'm blowing away the dust so I can see it. Now we can start going a little deeper. I'm going to go about halfway through. And now you can see, if we look closely, you can see I've got a little ridge there. And my Forstner bit is going to ride on that ridge and follow that all the way down, making an oblong hole that'll be perfect for this cam lock. So let's finish this hole and then I'll show you how good it fits. We're going to put it in the hole a little bit, push it over to the wall. We're going to keep going down, and you go down sort of in steps. So you're going to go one side, then the other side. Okay, now we're all the way through on that side. Now I'm going to follow this wall, put it in, push it over. We'll follow this wall all the way down. And now I've got an oblong hole with two sides that are perfect where the flats are. Our cam lock should fit right in this. Alright, moment of truth. So this cam lock should fit perfectly in this hole. Whew, like a glove. Look at that. So we look at the back of the hole. Got a little bit of space, but not much at all. There's no way that lock is ever going to turn inside that hole. And you can add some extra glue if you want, but you don't even really need it. Once you get your collar on the back of here, that thing's going nowhere. You're going to break the key off in it before you can get that lock to move. There you go, that's how you mount a cam lock. I'm going to go ahead and mount one in this liquor cabinet that I'm building. And until the next one, you guys have a good one.